Assassination of Coluche and the deep state Madoff couple families. Unveiling the Machiavellian machinations, historical perspectives on the assassination of Coluche. The assassination of Coluche, the renowned French comedian and political activist, serves as a poignant chapter in the annals of history, shedding light on the shadowy corridors of power and the lengths to which the ruling elite would go to maintain their dominance. To understand the significance of Coluche's untimely demise, we must delve into the historical context of the era and examine parallel events that shaped the political landscape. During the late 20th century, particularly in the 1970s and 1980s, Europe was rife with political unrest and social upheaval. In France, the presidency of Valéry Giscard d'Estaing and later François Mitterrand was marked by economic challenges, rising unemployment, and a growing sense of disillusionment among the populace. It was within this turbulent backdrop that Coluche emerged as a voice of dissent, challenging the status quo with his irreverent humor and scathing critique of the political establishment. Coluche's message struck a chord with a population disillusioned by the entrenched corruption and cronyism within the political system. His assertion that all politicians were crooks resonated deeply with the masses, who felt increasingly marginalized by a government out of touch with their needs. Drawing parallels with historical figures like Machiavelli, Coluche exposed the Machiavellian tactics employed by the ruling elite to maintain their grip on power. One cannot discuss the political climate of the time without acknowledging the pervasive influence of the Cold War. The geopolitical rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union cast a long shadow over global affairs, shaping alliances, conflicts, and covert operations. Within this context, the concept of a deep state, a clandestine network of power brokers operating outside the purview of democratic oversight, gained traction, fueled by conspiracy theories and real-life examples of government overreach. Indeed, history is replete with instances of political assassinations orchestrated by those threatened by dissenting voices. The murder of John F. Kennedy in 1963, the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. in 1968, and the killing of journalists and activists during the Dirty Wars in Latin America are just a few examples of the lengths to which authoritarian regimes and shadowy cabals would go to silence opposition. In the case of Coluche, his transition from a comedic figure to a legitimate political contender sent shockwaves through the corridors of power. His rise in popularity, culminating in 15% of the votes during his presidential campaign, posed a direct threat to the established order. Figures like Giscard d'Estaing and Mitterrand, who had much to lose from Coluche's unfiltered honesty, viewed him as a dangerous provocateur who needed to be neutralized. In conclusion, the assassination of Coluche serves as a stark reminder of the enduring struggle between power and dissent. Through the lens of history, we can discern the patterns of manipulation and coercion employed by those in positions of authority to maintain their dominance. Coluche's legacy endures as a beacon of truth in an age of deception, reminding us of the importance of holding power to account and speaking truth to power, no matter the cost.